Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game that we're making! When we last left off, we were bringing this lava fall together, trust me it's a lava ball, in order to reveal a secret character. And actually, I think what I'm gonna do, since there's going to be a little asymmetry going on here, so just to make it a little less asymmetrical, I'm going to go ahead and have everything move here. No, do I want to do that way? Yeah, I guess I kind of need to do it that way. So what I need to do here is have everything move to the space to the left starting off of where the player is going to be standing. And from here we need to kind of make the extras disappear, now that I think about it. So what I'll do here is, after this, which was the last piece that moved actually? It was this piece. Yeah. So I'll have this change this graphic to nothing. And then I'll have this take over to a page that has no graphic. This will take over to a page that has no graphic. So, here's how this is going to work. Take over to that. Take over to this. Take over to... Well, let's get this correct here. That page will still have the fire. Let me make sure I'm checking this right. Okay, yes. And then this... We'll move to the right slowly. And this is when the character is revealed. We're going to have it turn out to be a dragon. This is why we weren't going to be creating a dragon monster, because we're actually going to be having a dragon joining our team. So what are color options? We got green, we got blue, we got red, we got black. Which color do you think we should have for our teammate? I mean, the obvious choice is red, since this guy was kind of made out of fire. But we could just go with any color if we wanted to. So any color choice there in the chat? Is Lit still in the chat? I bet he would have a color choice if he has a suggestion for a color choice. Something like that. But it seems that activity has died down a little bit at the moment. So it might be up to me for the moment to choose what color we make this guy. Oh, there we go. Maddie says red seems fitting. Green is also pretty good. I guess we should just go with red. And we'll just wait there a moment so we can look at the dragon in awe. So now we need to do a couple of other things here. The first thing we'll do is actually create the dragon. There we go. As for a name, I'm gonna hold off on a name for a moment. Maybe somebody at Twitter or YouTube will have an idea for a dragon name. So we'll just wait a moment for the name. Next thing we need to do is give him some equipment. Or possibly her. So let's go ahead and start with weapon. So dragon doesn't need no stinking equipment. The dragon's got claws. Can't drop them, can't sell them. That would be mean. In fact, we're going to set a curse because the dragon's going to be equipped with these claws and will never actually be able to take them off because that would be weird. Of course, going to use the claw graphic. I don't need to set who can equip the claws because, well, they're already be equipped. Class, attack, break, never. We won't set attack. So, we got the claws made. So let's give the dragon the claws. Now, interesting thing about RPG Maker is characters can dual wield. And naturally, us dragons got claws on both hands, so we're gonna use both hands. But there's actually something else I'm going to do here, which will be kind of neat. We're going to create an accessory. Dragon scales, and what this is going to do is make the dragon resistant to fire. Although, technically speaking, since the dragon emerged from fire, probably is going to be like 100% immune to fire, so we'll go with that. And of course, we'll also make this kind of cursed. Oop, wrong menu. Main characters, so we'll go ahead and give the dragon the accessory. And there we go, we got ourselves a dragon character. Now let's go ahead and continue the cutscene that we're making. I believe we're right here. Yeah, okay, so since we don't know his name yet, we'll just go ahead and do the question marks. And he's gonna lend us his scales as well. Take these scales and let me join you. And we'll get the player the option to kind of decide nah. So we'll give him a two-way choice. Uki and Screech. So we got two-way choice. Yes and no. So what I'm going to do here is go to this page, create it real quick. So saying yes will take over to that page. Saying no will also take over to that page, but there's going to be a difference here because if you say no, you're going to have a little bit of fun here. Screw you. Where's that apostrophe at? There it is. Screw you, I'm a dragon. And then he'll join anyway. And that'll be the end of that cutscene. Oh, and also we need to give ourselves the dragon scales that will be useful for us. So that's his dragon scale. Let's go ahead and make ours, because ours are not necessarily going to be as good because we're not a full-blown dragon, we're just wearing a single dragon scale. So we don't want to drop it or sell it. We do want that fire resistance, just it's not going to be as strong, but still 50%, that's still pretty good. And we'll set it to curse because reasons. And it'll make things kind of a little easier for us. And we'll give ourselves 2 of them. And we'll also turn on switch number 4 to kind of show that, hey, this cutscene happened, which means all of these will have page just like this. In fact, let's go ahead and save a little bit of memory here. Have this be page 4, switch 4 rather, and make sure that the player cannot happen to interact with it. I mean, as long as we've already have these empty pages, might as well take advantage of them. Except for this one, where we will have to create an extra page. Now there's something else I'm going to want to do here. I'm going to want to make sure something particularly special happens. So once we have the dragon scale, we're going to make it so that this triggers if we happen to have the dragon scale in our inventory. You should... What I'm basically going to be doing here is forcing the player to equip the dragon scales. So I'll have the party then return to the point they're standing at. And gather them. So as long as they have the item in their bag and not equipped, they'll be forced to sit there until they equip it. Meanwhile, on the previous page, this will be switch number 4, and in fact, the rest of the lava will also be switch number 4, because these dragon scales are essentially going to make it so that we can no longer take damage from walking on lava. Not especially useful, since this is the only dungeon we'll be traveling through. I suppose we could make it so that there's a little more use for it. Maybe we can have, like, this surrounded by lava. Sound like a good idea? Yeah, let's do that. Just so that there's reason to get this as well. Oh wait, you know what? We're out of events. So I can't necessarily do that unless I take away some of these. So I'll probably want to kind of do that real quick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Let me count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I need 13 events cleared up. So what I'm going to do is find these rocks here and just place 13 of them along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then now I can go ahead and seek these out, since the player can no longer walk on these particular spaces. Which means now I've freed up some events. And we'll just go ahead and make that last section there made out of lava. There. That means the player is forced to walk across this lava in order to get up to that. But if they have the dragon scale, that's okay, because they won't be taking any damage from it. So there. Now we have kind of a reason to get the dragon scale. Along with, of course, the dragon party member. The dragon party member would definitely be useful. On that note, we should probably give the dragon some sort of magic attack. So how about some magic breath? That sounds like a good idea. Fire breath? Yeah. Fire breath. And this time I actually will go ahead and create an animation for the dragon's attack. It's going to inflict damage, probably something like, we'll say 100 points for now. It's not going to cost any MP because he's just breathing on you. I probably should have a little bit of MP. No, because it's not like using magic. It's his breath. Or her breath, as the case may be. It'll be fire elemental, it'll hit all enemies. And of course, it's going to be exhaled. Where is that? There it is. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a fire animation. It's going to be using all of these. We're going to have it start at the bottom and to the left. And from here, it'll go from the left to the middle. And from there to the middle to the right. In fact, let's go ahead and also possibly... yeah, we'll go with that. Is there anything else I want to do to kind of add some oomph. Maybe some fade out at the end. That wouldn't hurt. Could also make it kind of larger as it gets in the middle. Nah, that's overkill. So, all aside from that, we'll just go ahead and create a sound effect. So, let's see here. What sound effect do I want to have? This sound effect. That'll do. So we have created a fire spell. We'll make sure our new dragon friend happens to know it from early on. And there we go. Now, in order to fully test this out, I'm going to have to start over, kind of, because we got ourselves a party member that we need to get back into our team. No, I suppose, actually, no, we don't need to do that. I can just, whoop. We can just do the continue option. Which will put us, where is that going to put us? Okay, good. Despite the fact that we moved the location of the cave, it put us right where we wanted to be. So here's what the entrance looks like. It's not the greatest looking thing. I'm not going to worry about encounters or anything. I just kind of want to test what's up here, so I'm holding the circle button to cheat my way up to where I want to go. So I'll set a quick save here. Let's see how well this works. You who do not fear lava, you are cool, make you cooler. Not quite how I wanted that to work. So it ends off with this one. Yeah, we want you to move to the right. I wanted you to flash. Along with that, I also kind of need you to face down instead of to the right. It's kind of important. Huh. Apparently he does not face down until after he appears. So there's going to be a split moment there where he's going to be facing the wrong direction when he appears, because we need to get him to face the right direction after he appears. That's kind of annoying, but that's just how it goes. Cool. Screech. Screw you, I'm a dragon. Oh yeah, also gonna want to make the camera get back to where we were. Ah well. Let's see how this is working. You should equip the dragon scales. We also need to actually have him appear on our team. That would be useful to do. But let's go ahead and make sure that this is working. Actually, there's a couple things that I need to consider here besides that. So, first things first, you can equip 2 accessories, and I kind of want the player to equip a dragon scale to each character, rather than one on the same character. So, I'm going to need to kind of take an advantage, deal with that. First things first, let's make sure that this is working now. Really? I thought that now that was no longer in our inventory. Huh. Shoot. I thought for sure that's how it worked. Didn't I try that before? So it detects it even if you are equipping it? Really? Well, that throws a monkey wrench in that kind of plan, doesn't it? I thought for sure there was an option where I could do that. Item... So that actually makes me wonder if there actually is a way of doing this. The way that I wanted. I had to think about this one. Let's go into our episode break, and I want to make sure that this is actually a thing that I can do. That would be kind of a bummer if it turned out I went through all this effort to do this special thing here, and then it turns out that no matter what, it's going to know whether, or rather, it's going to not have any idea whether you've equipped it or not. Maybe what I'll have to do is, like, make it so that simply the dragon's presence is what makes you immune to the lava.